According to the Susan G. Komen website, in 2013, there will be an estimated 39,620 breast cancer deaths. 410 of those will be men. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Chelsie and I've been volunteering at Race for the Cure for the past 5 years, and recently I was given the position of Head of Operations. Now, if you didn't know already, Race for the Cure serves the Susan G. Komen Foundation, which supports breast cancer research and awareness. Today I'm here to talk to you about to you non-volunteers about why you should volunteer for Race for the Cure. To this, I will be covering 3 main points. I'll be covering the current state of volunteering at Race for the Cure, some improvements that can be made, and some potential benefits. Now, it's my goal not only to increase the number of volunteers, but also to come up with a simple and easy way to educate all volunteers on the foundation and how their volunteering helps the cause. Also, as you can see, I have a lot of information to cover, so if you hold your questions until the end, that'd be great. Just to go right into it, if you look at your fact sheet, I'll be starting with the first point. The current state of volunteers at Race for the Cure. So there's many reasons why people choose not to volunteer. Work or school obligations, no motivation to volunteer, or they just don't have time. But that kind of goes along with my personal experience. I volunteered at Race for the Cure on a Saturday at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's kind of painful, but I noticed there was a high school group there, and there was also some girls from a sorority at UT, but they were there because they had to be there, because they had to get a certain amount of service hours, and I could tell that they had no motivation to be there. They didn't want to be there. They didn't want to help out, and even though we were just setting up tables and putting on tablecloths, they just really did, you could just tell that they didn't want to be there, because it was a very slow-moving process and was something that could just get done real quickly. It was just also, I think that's the reason why it was like that. I think they have a lack of knowledge of the foundation and how volunteering actually helps the foundation. And that kind of moves on to the improvements that can be made. I think that we should maybe create a fact sheet or have a short orientation, maybe 10 to 20 minutes before your first shift for new volunteers, which would include like info about the foundation, like I have included on the fact sheet on their website. They say that 75% of the net income from the race go to the host community, and then it serves their local clinics that provide breast cancer screening and things like that. And then the rest of the 25% goes to breast cancer research. Also on their website, they state that there's been nearly 100,000 volunteers and 1.6 million participants. Now, this was in 2011, and this is in total. And they have races all over the nation, and also in 8 different countries. And so going right along into potential benefits, we provide short and long shifts from 1 hour to 3 hours, and it's on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you can just pick one day, work for 1 hour, and you'll be done. Of course, if you volunteer on Sunday, you'll get a free t-shirt, and everybody loves free stuff. So, it's only one time a year in Austin. Of course, you can go to the other races that are offered throughout Texas. And if we have this fact sheet or a short orientation, you'll know that while you're volunteering and what you're doing, even if you're just setting up tables, you're helping support the cause. You're doing it because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. Also, there's a lot of social benefits to be had. Setting up tables requires probably more than one person, so you're forced to interact with other people. And also, just setting up tables might not seem like a lot, but you're helping the race go a lot more smooth, and if the race is more organized, it makes more people actually want to volunteer. And while I was there, a lot of people were actually already running by, even though it was not race day, and they're asking what's going on there, so you get to explain what you're doing there, and you get to explain about the foundation. So that's great. And so just to restate, it is my goal to not only increase the number of volunteers, but also to maybe create a fact sheet or orientation, something just to educate people on the foundation and why they should volunteer and how what they're doing is actually helping the foundation. So in conclusion, I've talked about the current state of volunteers, and I've done that by showing you reasons why people don't choose not to volunteer, and also from my personal experience where we had just people who were just only there because they had to be there and they weren't motivated. Also, I went into the improvements that can be made, like the fact sheet again and some statistics there, and also the potential benefits. I want people to enjoy volunteering, and I want them to be able to understand how their volunteering actually helps the cause. That's really, really important. And then lastly, I went to the some social benefits. You're interacting with other people in your community, which is always great, making those important connections. So, and that's all. Thank you for coming today. And do you have any questions for me?